The Terran player for the Prime team. This time it is not Björn. No, this is
MarineKing Prime.
Probably will CC first, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure if he's really going to do that on a map like Akilon, especially when you're up against an opponent that is supposed to like really prepare for you. But MarineKing is one to take a chance. He can, of course, get the CC first on the high ground. It's a little bit safer. To the bottom right, we have his opponent here on Akilon, the Zerg player. It is
SK Telecom T1 Mamuri.
And Mamuri looks like he's going to go hatch first. No inkling of a pool. Going also for the drone scout. MarineKing is also a player who's known to proxy. And oftentimes, MarineKing is the one player who will do a crazy strategy in game 1. Most players don't do that. They see if they test the waters in the macro game in game 1, and then they'll go for an all-in, or MarineKing will lift his base and put it at the gold base. He's the one who does strategies like that in game 1, whereas we'd expect another type of player to do that in game 2, like we saw Björn do.
Yeah, so we are going into this game with a hatch with the command center first, and MarineKing actually builds it on the low ground. Didn't scout, and yeah, he's just pulling a MarineKing.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, this is like one of the first times where the stats on screen actually matter, because Mamuri indeed has no matches played, so that much is true. But giving you a bit of an idea of MarineKing's statistics in this matchup, that does not include Wings of Liberty, because of course this is Heart of the Swarm. MarineKing in Heart of the Swarm played against Zerg offline 7 maps, and he won 3 of them. He won games against True, Golden and Lucky, but he lost to Curious and Life.
Yeah.
So he's up against now another Zerg opponent who goes for a very early third base. He actually goes for the double hatch like really fast in the pool.
Extremely quickly. Yeah, the stats that you see on screen are more just about MarineKing's legacy than relevancy here for this match.
Yep.
And the command center being morphed into an orbital here, as he just kind of transitions into a normal build and taking his gases. Nothing funky here. He's not going to take a super greedy third command center. In fact, even goes for the second barracks follow-up. So, for MarineKing, this is pretty safe compared to what we've seen him do in the past.
Yeah, I guess for MarineKing, like when you can ever call a CC first on the low ground safe, then that's probably the MarineKing variation.
Yeah. I feel like at some point we'll see MarineKing. He's probably been thinking about it. He's probably testing it right now. It's like his build is in the beta. It'll
Double command center before barracks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You read my mind. He's probably trying to figure it out. He's like, no, I mean, you can make a quick wall with this on some maps, and then
if Zergs can do it, so can I.
Yeah.
Well, for now he's gonna be fine. I mean, he's getting those extra barracks out now, and he's going for the tech lab. We don't see anything from Mamuri that would indicate a lot of early on aggression. He can, of course, still go for a Roach Warren here and try to be aggressive. But the Terran player is denying scouting information. He's ready at the wall, moving out with the Marines. And this is like an opening that is pretty good for MarineKing. He's getting his engineering bay up. He wants to have the early upgrades. He's also gonna head into the factory quite soon. We have him with the third barracks for now. But it all comes down to what Mamuri is trying to pull off now, that he has this early third base if he wants to go into a Roach Warren build, or if he goes into a late game with Lingmuta Baneling.
Yeah. +1 very quickly here for MarineKing. But, only the 1 eBay. This is not very common in this matchup. And the Overlord is going to see, well, he sees the barracks. He does not yet see the eBay. MarineKing could deny it.
22 Zerglings. He's getting a lot of Zerglings here. No additional gas.
Baneling Nest goes down too. And the Overlord, if he sees the engineering bay, it's actually huge.
Yeah.
I think he saw it.
And he's supply blocked here. This is actually... He won't have too many Banelings. Like, he didn't mine for a long time, and he has only 1 extractor. He's now building the second one. That will help him a little bit. But this is not going to be like a massive Baneling attack. This is more about busting through and then having the Zerglings to commit to this. But let's see how much MarineKing actually knows. 20 additional Zerglings are being produced here. Lings are everywhere, and MarineKing at this point does not know.
Yeah, this is a really Ling-heavy attack. Like you said, it's not about the bust, it's about the follow-up. Once the wall is open, the Lings stream in.
Well, he's still getting double gas now and delays it a little bit longer. So he's going to get a fair share of banelings after all, just a little bit later. But he's already preparing to transition out of this if necessary.
Yeah. Drones even as well. Double Evo, 7 drones.
Yeah, this is not an all-in by any means. This is a heavy attack, but he wants to go into the late game anyways. And MarineKing is moving out and is just able to see that there are a lot of Zerglings.
But he could go for the flank here. Oh, this could be horrible.
And MarineKing sandwich and those taste best when served cold.
Yeah. And he's cold dead in the water here.
He's losing a lot here, trying to stutter step away, but look at those Zerglings. MarineKing is losing everything. Oh, that was beautifully executed. He dances a little bit with the Zerglings on the ramp. Is like, hey, that went really well for me. What do you think?
Yeah. You know, MarineKing's units are very tightly packed, so the impact, when you look at it, it doesn't look like the surround made as big of a difference as it really did. And MarineKing just not able to really fire, and definitely not able to escape. He doesn't know what the follow-up is. And he continues to check here and see if MarineKing is moving down.
Mamuri has a lot of options now, because MarineKing was really trying to do some damage with this, or at least force a creep back or whatever, and he didn't accomplish anything. He didn't even scout what's going on there. He had no idea, still has no idea of what's going on at the main base. Could you double check if he at any point dropped the scan? I don't think he did, it's MarineKing after all, but he probably doesn't know anything. Okay, so we have him at least with one scan in the main base early on. Scouted a little bit, he knows about the third base too, but of course a lot of the momentum that he might have had earlier is already gone.
Yeah, he didn't know about the baneling nest before, he didn't know that lair has now been started and is nearly completed. Those are the things he doesn't know. His second wave is still, it's relatively dangerous, but with all the lings coming out because it was scouted so early and the banelings already being morphed, he has 7 out, and 6 more will put him at 13, and that's MarineKing's unlucky number right now as he tries to put the Marauder up front to tank a little bit. He's going to have to lift up and get out. He can't really do a whole lot here.
Especially with those reinforcements moving in. 1-1 is about to be complete. MarineKing, on the other hand, has the +1 attack upgrade already, and is on his way to get the armor upgrade too. We have him with, or Mamuri with speed for the Overlords. That would not only have saved those two guys, but will also enable him to get the scouting information in the main base again.
Yeah. It's also going to be useful against Widow Mines later on, which the production of has started. MarineKing is supply blocked. Not anymore. Mamuri, on the other hand, after losing those Overlords, had to make 5. Starts his baneling speed and burrow.
And he didn't start attack yet. We don't have an Spire on the way. He's just going for one. Is he really going through this with 1-1 banelings and Zerglings?
I can't see it. I think he's going to either add a Spire very soon or maybe an Infestation Pit.
Well, he's going for 2-2, and well, I guess for now it works, but he really needs some higher attack, because as the game progresses and we have additional upgrades, MarineKing's army will get stronger and stronger.
The funny thing is he has the much stronger army than MarineKing right here, but because the medevac liftoff, he knows he doesn't really have to surround. Well, he's going to get a few Mirages here. Better not hit any banelings on those.
And that's also one of the reasons why I'm really surprised that we don't see anything else. He wants to castle the 4th base with what he has. Here come the Widow Mines moving in, trying to get into good position. The 4th base will have to be cancelled, and there is just no tech. There's only the upgrades, but he does not go for a Spire.
No cancel either.
No cancel here, losing another Overlord.
The Widow Mines will be taken out, but MarineKing can actually boost into the main base again if he wants to.
Look at
that was a huge mistake.
Ugh. Christmas come early for MarineKing. It's his birthday today, apparently. Gets 4 banelings for nothing. And there comes the Spire.
Very late.
A 13-minute Spire. Oh! The splits. Those were not exactly. Those were not Foxer splits.
Yeah, definitely not. So New Age MarineKing splits. We'll see. We'll see how MarineKing though transitions here, because the next step is to just continue doing what he's doing with better upgrades. That's kind of how Terran transitions into the late game. And the creep spread for Mamuri it's okay, but it's nothing to write home about, and he doesn't even have his main connected to his natural, so...
I love that. Dear Mom, my creep spread today was awesome. And he's like, no it wasn't, I watched your game, you liar.
STX, Dear Mom. Well, it's... The run-by here is actually going to be a double-edged sword, because...
The banelings!
He needs to... he's doing these micro back
at home, he didn't lift those supply depots.
This was awkward.
When will Terran players finally just hotkey those supply depots at the front? Frustrates me so much to see something like this happen.
Oh, 2-2! Well, Oh, is he gonna finish?
No, he loses the upgrades. MarineKing is on the move, and this game, he just does not lift those supply depots, not even the ones into his main base, but he has the reinforcements to make this happen. But Mamuri still has more supply. Losing his base, though, is such a big deal.
Yeah, there's also a drop in the main base during this.
And the biggest story is really being the 2-2 now against 1-1 upgrades, since both evolution chambers were taken out before the upgrades were done.
He hasn't even remade those. He really needs to, because that is so pivotal. Because when it comes down to having 3-3 before 2-2, which MarineKing may yet have if he starts that very soon, that's going to be huge. And there it is. It's going to happen. He's going to have 3-3 before 2-2.
Yeah.
And it looks like Mamuri is just thinking about going for an all-in here instead of transitioning, but he can't really do that. I mean, not against the force that MarineKing has. He starts 7 mutas.
Yeah, he's starting Mutalisks now, but I just don't really see that happening. MarineKing is in such a commanding lead now, even though he's at the same supply. With the 3-3 on the tab and 2-2 done against 1-1, this puts him up into such a great position. If those Mutalisks don't surprise him and catch him off guard, it's going to be very tough for him to go through.
These traps, though.
The traps, on the other hand, oh my god. Oh, that's going to hurt! That pain!
And there's another one that's also not seen. He may think it was scanned.
Oh my god, MarineKing is shedding a tear now, a silent tear.
Yeah. Could have been worse, but how? He could have hit the other ones, I mean.
Those 2 banelings definitely were worth the money.
Yeah.
Alright, here come those missile turrets. The Mutalisks are already on the way. 1 missile turret should be able to finish, and then he can repair it. Oh, both are done.
Yeah, but they're not in a position here. But here come those Marines, gonna actually sandwich or trap those mutas. And MarineKing has actually set up a trap. He may catch these mutas as they fly by.
Just
close.
Yeah, and he gets them. Oh god, 1, 2, no.
But
think
still,
about what MarineKing could have accomplished here if he would have hotkeyed his supply depots at the wall. 2 simple hotkeys pressed, and his wall would have been safe. He wouldn't have lost nearly as much as he did.
Yeah, like 5R, 4R, whatever you want to do. Oh.
Mamuri doesn't even know what... killing not too much here. The first 2 banelings were definitely a lot better.
Dropping a Manor Mule. MarineKing says this game is over, man.
Yeah, MarineKing, he is dropping the mules here. He might be on the same supply, but he knows that his 3-3 is soon going to be done. Even with the 2-2, he's already giving Mamuri a run for his money.
And here comes some Widowmine shots on the mutas, going to help him out quite a bit.
Too many of those Mutalisks are already dead, and MarineKing is really in a significant lead. The 4th base is now up for Mamuri, but I don't think it's going to matter too much once those 3-3 upgrades hit.
Yeah. 3-3 versus 1-1. And, you know, he doesn't use the Baneling landmines, so that's mostly Marauders. I suppose he wants to wait until he gets something juicier. That was a mistake. There's a MarineKing Micro here. Not so much, but it's mostly Marauders, so I guess it doesn't really matter for him. You know, the Marauders don't die, the Banelings do.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
That's definitely true. Well, at this point, we have MarineKing with 3-3 nearly done, and there they are.
Yep.
3-3 upgrades against 1-1. That should seal the deal here.
Yeah, he waits a little bit longer here, but even if 2-2 finishes, it's still a huge upgrade lead. MarineKing starts to engage here. Doesn't quite have all of his army just yet, but here comes the rest.
Yeah, the splits are this time a lot better. A lot of those banelings didn't accomplish too much. The reinforcements are streaming in. Mamuri starts to drop in supply. He's 10 supply behind his opponent now, and MarineKing is trying to push his way in. He has the scan, sees the high ground. No banelings. 1 is moving in, but a nice pickup by MarineKing. Boosts away a little bit too late, loses a few of the medevacs.
Yeah, but he's still got this persistent push moving across the map. He needs to split against those banelings. You know, this is why siege tanks are quite useful in the same way Widowmines are useful. He just needs to make sure that the Widowmines come up with his army. He could actually unburrow those and really get a lot instead of detonating them, but he doesn't do it.
Mamuri is still holding on. He's trying to defend, and he still has that 4th base. This is basically a battle of nutrition here.
Oh, the Widowmine hit.
Ouch, that hit hard.
MarineKing is actually just struggling to finish the game.
Yeah, he is. He should have, he should have been able to take this home a long time ago, but now he has those drops going in, and with the drops he can actually do a lot. He's dropping into the main base, he's damaging his opponent at the 4th, he's taking out the Mutalisks here. Mamuri not paying attention to those at all. The MarineKing drops down again. GG. Struggling